here we go. Hello, everybody. So Nicholas again. I'm gonna continue doing this live every Saturday morning. This time, whatever is your time, this is the time. And for me, it's 11 o'clock. I'm in Belgium. And I'm not sure. Yeah, you should be seeing my video as well. So let me just stop share for a second and just give an introduction. I like to have this as a start. So, so I'm Nicholas. If you didn't see the past video, I started, let's say, doing this live 1 week ago. So you're in exactly the right timing to get started. I started last week with my stories so you can know something about myself, but you're gonna learn so much more, and we're gonna learn about each other. So this is how we're gonna do it. I have it every Saturday. It's gonna take 30 minutes. I do one part in English, and I'm a French person, so actually I want to also attend my dear French family, friends, and everybody. So at 11:30 I switch to French, and so this is why I have this 30-minute time frame. Um, okay, so I'm gonna go back to the share, and we're gonna do something about that. So if you saw my last post, actually, I think it should be good for next time that I pull it up. Should I do that? Okay, so I had two posts this week. Next time I'm just gonna prepare and I'm just gonna put them on the screen so we have that. I had a long post talking about me in a karate suit, and how I actually spent 20 plus years practice karate and repeating the same technique and refining that technique until it becomes how we say, I think the right word should be automatism, a reflex. um, so this is what you repeat small simple things a lot of times, and it becomes an expertise. You become so sharp that it's just part of you. This is one thing that really inspires me in this presentation as well, and to repeat simple things. And the simple things, it was the second post as well. Just marketing is simple. So here today, this is the pipeline, and this is a simple process that I will describe in highlights for now, and that I will. Sorry, Frederick. Yeah, it's okay. I thought I heard somebody. So that I will describe in more details in coming presentations, in coming Saturdays. That's where I start, moving the slide. Actually, for you, I have two slides today because I just wanted to keep it very simple. So this is simple. The easiest way, so you can make this process so complicated and you can make it so simple. Here you have it in the most simple form. What you need is, you want customers. If you're here for marketing, I'm assuming everybody in here is having an interest in marketing. So the final objective is a customer. So I'm going to the right side, customers. To get customers, let's go completely to the opposite now. You need leads, okay? You can get leads in so many different ways, and that will be my topic for next week. And I'll go in depth about how to get leads. But yes, you need exposure. Whoever has an objective of having a purpose and wants everybody follows this pipeline. This is what I'm trying to say. Think about, I'm an engineer, right? So I follow this process as well. I sell myself as an engineer. How do I do this? I write a CV. My CV is my sales letter. I present myself, and I sell myself to a company. What do? I send it to a company. This is the contact. I make an appointment. I present to them. I have an interview, and I present to them my great skills. And of course, this is the presentation as well. So I come to the office and I show them everything that I'm able. I put my best suit on, present myself in a proper way, and get, so I talk with experience because I've been an engineer 15 years. So that's and then the follow-up, of course, is that they're going to contact you again if they like it, or if they liked you or not. And finally, in a way, this company becomes your customer because you are selling your services, your expertise, and this is how it is. You can apply this process to so many areas. Doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're selling Bread. What do you do? How do you sell bread? I'm a French guy, I just keep to the basics. So bakeries. What do bakeries do to get customers? Really, what do? Do they send flyers out? No. Do they go door to door to say, here's my bakery? They don't. So the way to get leads is to get exactly in the middle of the crowd. They get the right location, and they just do that by being there. Maybe, oh, one extra thing: have you been walking around bakeries and having this smell in the street, and you just know the bakery is there. Everything is fresh, or it's just a smell you don't know. But this is how they they get you in the bakery anyway. Um, so getting leads, so many ways, right? um, then eventually you get into the bakery, you make an appointment. What it is, you stay in a queue. Yeah, there's a queue. This is your appointment. You just wait in a queue until it is your turn to be attended, and so you do that. While you present yourself, actually, this is under your request. I'd like this and this and that. The lady is gonna give you she's gonna follow up, she's gonna get your order, and finally you're a customer, you're paying for it. So this is you being the customer now. You're not a customer until you purchased, really. So at any time, if the lady is telling you that she doesn't have the bread you want, well, you're not a customer anymore. You return home and you don't have your bread, your baguette, or whatever you wanted. So this pipeline, if you just think about it, think about what you're trying to what is your objective, you're gonna see it is just so simple. You apply it everywhere and you just don't even realize it. But here, this is also what needs to be done, the simple process that you can do to talk to a lead, a person that is around you. Doesn't have to be a prospect. It is somebody that you're well, you have to turn a person in your network into a lead. So that would be techniques that we're going to be going more in depth next week. So you can already sign up for the next presentation. I didn't create the one in the group yet, so but stay attentive. I'll create the event, and you can sign up and attend the live. So you get more value, and I think at the end I'm just gonna make sure I have 10 minutes so we can have Q&A. So leads, you get the lead, you make a contact. I think with the examples it was already quite clear. You make an appointment, whatever it is that you're selling. Here, if you're selling, you have a lead, a person is interested, you say, okay, when do you have time to talk? Because one tip that I'm going to give here in the appointment, and I'm going to go more in depth in this in one of the following sessions, um, be so there was also one of my posts, be yourself. Okay, so when you have a lead, you're not forced to sell. You're still, nobody is gonna buy from you as a lead. Nobody wants to buy from you because they don't trust you. They need to know, they need to, well, the trust is how you're gonna be presenting yourself, and it's coming much further. Okay, so there's many steps between having a lead and presenting. You just cannot get a lead, send a presentation. That doesn't work. It would work. You may have somebody that just signs up by any kind of luck, but this is not what's recommended for your success. Okay, so about making the appointment, what I recommend, because to keep it very simple, I'm gonna still keep this for the in the simple process. Getting a lead, any way you talk to a person, anybody around you. So let's not make it complicated about social media or fancy tools. Okay, so you talk to a person, you have a contact with them in any way. You talk to them. This is so easy. You make an appointment. This is all. I have something that may be interesting for you. I'd like to make an appointment. And what I'd recommend in this case is to have a phone call, or a, nowadays with your phone, video call, or something like this, because this will really be the easiest way and the most uh, worthy, or not worthy is not the right word, the most impactful way you're going to connect with a person. I had a conversation with someone the other day, and talking about social media and how we're trying to set appointments and have conversations on Messenger. Well, you have to think what happens when you're on Messenger with a person. You say hello, and maybe if you're lucky, in the next 5 minutes, the person replies hello back. How are you doing? If this is the message you're writing, and how much time is this person going to be uh, and how much time is this person going to be replying, interacting with you? What I'm trying to get at, by the point you're trying to present yourself, you're going to be missing, you have to account for a lot of distraction. And we have to be mindful of the message that we bring to the person. And when there is so much distraction and so many factors you don't control, you are basically gambling a little bit that this person is going to be having all the time and fully attentive to your message. Um, so here, just keep it simple. Talk to the person, make a video call or something like this. Present yourself with your story, and if you listen to the last presentation, you would know how to present yourself with your story, and eventually, you know, tell them that you have something that could be of interest to them. You don't have to say everything yet. I'm gonna go back to the presentation afterwards. I have actually one more slide, and I'm just gonna finish with that. So we have a Q&A. Um, so you have some sort of presentation, but you have to be. I'm gonna go in more details about this. So there is how to present yourself, and finally, of course, there is a follow-up. In the follow-up, one thing I want to say a little detail on this, and again, I'll come back to this in a further session, but is not about pressuring people. Obviously, you're still having an exchange with these people. You're still maintaining the trust and the whatever you've built up during the presentation, the point, all the previous phases. So you have to just be in line with everything that you've said before. And so the easiest way to do that is just still be yourself. I just like to repeat that. If you did all this properly, and now we're at the end of this pipeline, you get a customer, and customer will be trusting you, appreciating you, because you have, well, all this will feel natural because you don't have to sell something. You don't have to. You're just presenting yourself and something that will help that person. So if you don't identify the problem, you have no reason to think about this person as a customer. And so I come to my next slide. You need to be mindful about what the person needs, wants, and don't want. And this is what you need to actually find out. And I'm gonna switch back. I'm sorry for that. You need to go back in the from the phase lead and contact when you need to identify. And I'm back. Sorry for that. You're back to. You need to identify what are the needs, the wants, and the don't want. And this is the best way to do this: is asking questions. So if you think about your activity, or your I'm going to lose my word now. What this process, you're not selling something. You're connecting to the person, connecting to the needs, the wants, and the don't want. This is all. If you've done this, asked all the relevant questions, welcome in the next session, one of the following sessions. The person will never think you're selling something, because they will be connected from their needs and their wants, and make sure that whatever they don't want is understood as well. Very important is also for this person to understand what is network marketing. Um, if this is, by the way, if this was not clear already in the group, this is something I will be focusing a little bit more on. I'm a network marketer. I like this as being able to take care of, be in contact with a lot of people. So now you need to make sure that these persons understand what is network marketing about. If I'm an engineer and I'm facing this every day, I talk to my engineer friends, and they've been working all their lives and studying all their lives to get where they are now, to fit in the system. This system is so powerful. This is our society, and people do not understand, grasp the that there is something else, and something that might be even more fair and more profitable, because eventually it's also a profession, and you need to make sure that people understand what this is about. So great. I'm just gonna go to next, of course. And this is because this is how you're gonna be presenting. So you took them, you have the needs, they understand what is network marketing, and you can use just very easy examples of you know well, I'm not going to go into examples. I will keep this for a next session, I'm very sorry. And so at the end, understanding the company, so the person needs to understand all this before you actually present what is your company about, because then you know that this person is with you all the way, right? So I think I'm just gonna be here. I just made it 20 minutes. I think I'm just gonna be finishing. So you see, just go back quickly the 2 slides, 1 slide, just if you want to make a screenshot, you can make a screenshot. And so this is the whole pipeline. Within that pipeline, there is a presentation, and you need to identify or cover a few topics which are described in this slide. And finally, you just have to do it. This is the simple way to put it. I cannot make it any simpler. And yes, so I'm going to, yes, I think I'm going to keep the Q&A in the recording as well. So if anybody wants to come back to any of the slide and has any question, I'll be happy to answer them now. And if you don't have questions afterwards, I will just close this recording, post it in a group, and if this is the case, then I will see you on next meeting next week Saturday. Yeah, I'll come back. Don't worry, I'm not closing the recording. So if this is the case, so I hear I'm not going to be closing. This is okay, but no, next week topic is going to be about getting leads. Okay, so now I hear there would be a question. So maybe Frederick, if you want to say something, or Mirna, I think we're with 3 of us for now here. Yes. Anybody wants to say something?
Go ahead, Frederick, because I heard you say.
Yeah. Actually, I just wanted to say, I want to hear your French presentation because I like hearing French.
So that's
I don't understand French, but I love to hear it.
That's okay. No, well, I think people may do that.
Okay. No,
people may do that.
Real questions. I don't have any real questions.
Okay, that's okay.
Just go back to slide 1. So you were saying about contact. So, but could that also be, to create contact, to get contact? Could that also be by writing your post?
Yeah, the contact. So indeed, here there is no exact borderline between the leads and the contact. So if you're writing a post, and this is the thing you like to do, and I'll be mentioning this next week as well, you can do this indeed by posting. And so this is a way to attract leads. So people will be reacting to your post, commenting to your post, and eventually what you need to take action on that to create a contact. And this is what the contact is about. If you don't, it's an outbound message. You need to be contacting that person in an active way. Your post is a passive way, or for you it's active because it takes a lot of actions. But for a lead, this is something they're receiving. They don't have to take action on this. Unless you make it an of course call to action, and so again, but you still have to follow up and contact that person personally.
Yeah, so it starts with having a lead, and next week you're gonna talk about how to get the lead.
To create an opportunity where people understand that you have something.
Yeah, and then when you have lead, then you then you contact your lead, and when you contact your lead, you make an appointment with your lead, and you give them a presentation, and after the presentation you follow up, and if they buy what you have to offer, then they become your customer, correct?
The very simple way, absolutely.
Okay, I'm looking forward to see how to get the leads. That's where I start.
This is the start. This is the start. I'm happy that that you're here at the start, and everybody that wants to join the live, of course, you'll be welcome to ask all the questions you want. Leads, of course, will be kept for next week,
Yeah,
but I'm still keeping it a bit high level here. I think when we start on leads next week, there'll be more detailed questions, and we can go more in depth and have a bit more critical questions. Here, of course, it's a general overview, and this is the purpose, to just keep it extremely simple.
simple. Yeah,
um, yes, so in this process again, I see in every step of this process is just be yourself. I wrote this in my post on Thursday night, uh, because you don't have to force anything. It's just be there, be available, be genuine, and help the person with the most in the most genuine way again, to go move from one step to the other step. So if you practice enough times, because of course at the beginning when you start applying all this, you're thinking so hard about what am I doing and what is the next step. But really, when you just practice it, and it will not be perfect tomorrow, but if you keep practicing, you will get the results you want to get. And this is the purpose of this group, and this is the purpose of you, let's say, make a commitment to yourself to make it work. Because if you don't practice and keep at it, then well, you're just gonna have many more obstacles that are meant to be.
and it is of course important to have a product, a service, or a program in order
Yes.
to follow this
Yes.
framework.
Absolutely. That should be something that good, that I will take note of this. Of course, talking about, of course, network marketing is not only just come online, post a lot of things, and expect people will give you money, because there is not such a way. That Facebook doesn't allow you to just put your bank account details for people to pay you. So you have some things to set up, and some, what we call in general way, a vehicle, an opportunity or a business that allows you to benefit from all this.
And people
So
that don't have a program, can they still come and join you? Do you have? Can you help them?
that's a
Uh,
very good question. Yes, there is a program that I'm following that helped me to come to where I am today. And this is an excellent question, because it should be ending with this as well. I'm Of course, I have a program. So here in this group, I'm just covering the general things to help as many as possible. I'm not selling anything unless somebody wants to
want
join.
something. But if somebody
Okay.
just doesn't have anything but want to learn, what the pipeline is, they are all welcome to join. Correct?
The pipeline is everywhere, so everybody is
Yeah.
welcome to join the presentations. This presentation will be posted on the group, and so that's for everybody. And as I said, from myself as an engineer, from my last 15 years, or the baker in your street,
Yeah.
everybody is using the pipeline. So I'm putting it out there that applies to everybody. If somebody doesn't
Awesome.
have something that can help them to create an online opportunity, of course, they can contact me and send me a direct message via Messenger. I'm always available and happy to help. So that's thanks for the question, Mirna, and this is the answer, I think.
Thank you.
All right.
Looking forward
So
to next week.
that's it. We made the 30 minutes. I want to keep it short and respect everybody. We're in the weekend. The kids will be waiting for me as well. So I'm happy to be with you, and I get a lot of energy. And it's very, actually, I'm loving it for myself to be able to provide this value. And this is part of my journey. And I'm very glad to be here and to be able to help you. So if this is the case, contact me and follow the group. Something I said in a welcome message: if you need to have more notifications, go on the three little dots on the general page of the group, and play with the notifications, so that you get more messages for the coming sessions. Or just put something on your phone in your agenda for Brussels time, 11 a.m. So I don't know what it is in your time frame, but I'll be glad to talk to you next week. All right. Have a good
All
weekend,
right.
everybody.
You
Bye.
too. Bye bye.